Hi everyone. So it is 9:19 Tuesday night. I've done things today, as usual. So when I last left off the last vlog, because I didn't finish it Monday, I finished it this morning. So I actually, for about 5 hours, I sat there and typed up some notes for my little financial books. Only like certain ones that I'll actually like steps on how to do things. And then I also sat there and was looking at stocks that I could, like EFTs and stuff, with this app I was using. So I went off of that and just looked on the Google. So I was looking at like the share price, like was it a good buy or not right now, which there is information on there. So I was like, okay, that's cool. So it's kind of like one way to learn. And they also kind of have like the reason as to why it might not be like a good buy right now and stuff. So I was like, okay, that's cool. I was looking at the dividend prices and like some of the EFTs I could have. I didn't know what was in them, so I was looking, and some of them have, big retailers. Berkshire Hathaway's in there, or Berkshire, that's in there. Google's in there. So I was like, this is really cool. So I'm probably gonna get those at some point. So I did that for like 5 hours. Then I went on a walk, and then I had dinner. And then I actually just finished getting the basic acrylic layer done on this. So a little more progress. Still a lot to do, but it's a start. And then I just started sketching out this, which it comes from here. So I'm sketching this out right now. But this will have the main character, the bird, and both dogs will be right here as the intention. So I'm working on that, but it probably won't be Friday's video. It'll probably be the painting, just so I can get something a little different out. Because I already have an idea for another painting I want to do. But I want to do this one first. And then I'm going to start on the other one. Because I'm trying to do more like botanical stuff now. With like other animals like butterflies, moths, birds. Probably birds. We'll see. Snails. Because I have like a flower book. So I'm using that. So that's the intention. But I also need to sketch out a minis comic. So I can start to work on that slowly. To get that posted probably next week. Depending on when I can get it done. But it's also like I need to sculpt more. I gotta do so many things. But I'm like, I have like other priorities now too. But right now I'm waiting for my brushes to dry so I can go back over again with more acrylics. But it'll be with different kinds and like different colors. And then when I get done with that, I will then go over with gouache. And then after that, it'll be pencil. Is the intention. So that's where we're kind of at right now. So we'll see. But that is my little update for now. Okay, so it is Friday morning, and I have not recorded anything for the past 2 days. Or I guess 3 days, because I haven't been in the mood to. I have done stuff. So, well, I've worked out every morning, which is not something they'll film. I had to take my dogs on a WALK every morning because my parents aren't here normally. My dad does, but it falls to me because my brother is not going to do it because he's lazy. General house stuff like chores and dishes. If I have to cook food. Laptop wise, typing notes, looking at more investment stuff and whatnot. Like I have so many videos on YouTube like saved in the watch later. And I have not watched them yet, 92. Some of them actually might help me. Because one I just found recently, so I was like, I kind of need to look at that. But the biggest thing is painting the snails. So I finished the acrylic part. So now all this is done. So now I'm going to switch over to gouache and work on the gouache. Try to get that done because obviously this video it'll be the Friday before this goes up, but there won't be a video for the week because I didn't finish because I just didn't have time because I also have to take my brother to 2 different appointments on 2 different days, and I was like, And again, I'm also like trying to like type up notes and stuff to try and get those down some more. So that's pretty much it. And then working in my journal. I did not read at all because I'm saving that for work purposes to have something to do while I sit there for 8 hours and waste my time. It's my fault, but I'm trying to get past that now. We're trying to correct that issue. So I'm doing that, which the problem is that both of the books are kind of short. So I will probably finish both of them tomorrow for sure. And that means probably Sunday I'll have to order more. Because I don't know if I have enough time tomorrow. Because I have so much, because I won't get home till 6:30 tomorrow from work. And like I'm gone for over 12 hours. And have to do some other things when I come home. And I'm like, I have about 3.5 hours before I have to go to bed to get back up again. Like if I want to be smart and like get some sleep. But so that's what's going on. So I'll need to pick out some new books Sunday to order, get them in for next week. Because I have off 4 days next week because I'm working today through Monday. Because they mess with my schedule. So I'm doing that. I've also been looking at like potential side jobs and like things to do for just to have extra income coming in. So I'm looking at those options. So depending on how good they are, I might end up doing them. Even if it's just like because I have a couple like small ones where you get like a few dollars every time. But I'm like, if I could do a couple of those, that's better than nothing. Because then I can get some, money coming in for other situations, which I think would be better. Especially again, because I want to move out eventually. Technically, I could. But I'm like, I'm trying to be smart about it. Because there's some girls at my work who live by themselves. Like, they have apartments they're both paying less than $800 a month on, which is great. That's kind of what I want to do. But again, because if I want to start investing and whatnot, I'm like, I don't think I can. Because then I won't have a ton to keep for myself just for emergency purposes or to invest in. So I'm like, what am I going to do? So I'm probably going to, I might look into those and possibly start them. Again, it's only like a few dollars at a time, but something's better than nothing. And if I can rack up on that some and get that going, then I probably will end up moving out if it's like continuous and I can get like a decent amount for it. Even if it's like $50 a week, that's $200 a month that I can use for something else. It's like I can use that for investments or whatnot, whatever I want to use them for. So that's one option. Not that it's a lot, but it's something. So that's where we're at right now. Because I'm trying to decide all that. But probably going to work on my journal first because this is one of my favorite things to do. And then I have it so dirty now and I feel so bad because it's such a nice cover because it's cloth and I feel bad. But, so I'm going to work on this, work on the gouache to get more of that going. And then start working on something else. Because I'm either going to work on this some more, which you can't see, but it's just the beginnings of my Shadows characters. Where is it? This. So I might start working on this, possibly. But now I'm also wondering if I want to do every other drawing as a comic page. Like every other video instead to get those rolling out because I probably should. And then I can slowly work on character stuff among other things right now is what I'm debating on because I'm like that might be a better idea for me to do that, to get more of those out because it takes such a long time to get the pages done. And like I have so many ideas and so many things I want to do with my stories, but I'm like, it takes me a while. So I might end up doing that. So probably when I finish up this, because I still have to do the gouache and pencil for this too. Like I gotta put pencil on here. Not that I have to, I just want to. So I gotta do that. And then I probably will start in the next comic page. And then after that, maybe do that drawing. Because I already have another idea for painting, which I might take my time on too and just not make it needed now. But because I already started this, so I'm like, I might as well just make this. I just finished this up. I'm almost done and it's not awful. There's still some work that needs to get done, but that's okay. Because I actually might go back in with the acrylic later for like the back parts. Because the only parts getting gouache are going to be these two. And that's it. Everything else I might just do acrylic with and putting the pencil on. And just doing that. Now back here, I don't know. We'll see what I'd come up with. I didn't know what. But then when I finish that, I'll probably start working on the next painting. Like slowly start doing that. And get from there. And then I still have to finish. I actually have to color this too. So I can get this posted eventually. I also got to post on other things. Because like another thing I'm thinking is that it'd be kind of nice if like I managed to get social media stuff too. Because that's possible. But like I'm nowhere near being qualified. But I thought about that several times. I'm like, that'd be very nice if I could somehow manage to figure that out and get qualified, because that's just other stuff coming in and it's super easy. Like it's not passive, like it's passive because it's just once, but it's like I gotta still do work in it, so it's kind of technically earned income. Because a passive won't, because a passive is more like real estate, and that's gonna be a while before I can do that. But we're starting small. So we're getting a portfolio, really starting to get a portfolio done and created. And then I have to earn, but it's like I still have to, I just need more. So that's what we're looking at. But we'll see. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna work on my journal and I'm gonna start painting. If I get any progress, like some decent, I'll show you guys. But there's no promises because I didn't know. Because I kind of have limited colors, which is fine. So we'll see what I come up with. Because I'm probably going to end up putting like maybe blue and purple with the brown, I think. Would be kind of nice. And I have like this like weird, it's called, I think, Gind. It's one of the colors in the gouache palette I have. Let me, this color. So I'm wondering if I might use some of that. And then just use the browns and the purples and stuff and the trees and whatnot. I think it might like make it look kind of cool. Because it'll kind of just be there for just like extra lines and like texture, I suppose. And same with the leaves. I have to figure out the leaves and the little schnaggles. I need to get a little better on. So I might actually do some outlining on them just to make sure I know where the gouache is going. So I can get it looking a little better. So I think I'm going to do that. Because I can always cover it up with some other stuff. With like other paint. I'm not that worried about it. That's a good thing about painting. Is you can just cover up any mistakes you make or just to fix things. And it's super easy. So we'll see. But that's where we're at right now. Oh, but the 2 books I gotta read. Not that anyone asked or cares, but it's Robert Kiyosaki still, because I've been reading a lot of his stuff. I know, I just like his stuff. As a guide to becoming rich without cutting up your credit cards and increase your financial IQ. So that is what I'm going to be reading. Definitely today and tomorrow. Like, I have 2 more books I still have not finished. So I can bring those for Sunday to have something to do. Because it probably will... I mean, one of them will probably take me most of Sunday. So we'll see. Because I can always go back and rewrite them in 2 just to kind of help. Because, like, when I'm reading these, I'm, like, writing as I go. Because of English class, high school, you gotta annotate. So I'm like, okay, we'll use a little bit of it. And then the other one, I have not written in yet. I've only highlighted and read. So I can go back and do that. Technically, there's another one I can do that with too, like the CEO book. I have the CEO Excellence. So I can do that too. So I don't know, I'm just enjoying these. Like, the more I read about it, it's funny, because I've never been interested in this stuff before, like, ever at all. But now that it's like I'm on the verge of desperation, I'm like getting more into these, and it's just like the more I read and like stuff, I find it just gets more interesting. Like Wednesday, I think it was, I literally sat there for like 2 hours just looking at stock stuff, like with the app I'm using, and I was just looking at stuff, and I'm like, because even like I was looking on Google, and it was like they even told you, like they were kind of like helping like the professionals or whatever were actually saying like what they were buying, what they were holding, what to not buy, what to sell. So I was like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. So I feel like that's a good way to like slowly start learning, because even some of them kind of gave like a little bit of an explanation as to why they picked the choice they did. So I was like, that's actually kind of cool. So that's another thing. So we'll see. But that's why I'm like, it'd be nice for the social media thing to help. But I've been on here since I think 2018 and there's nothing. Nowhere even close. So I'm not going to hold out on that. But we'll see. Because maybe something will happen and I might pick it up. But we'll see. Because there's some other stuff I got to watch on that too. There's a lot of videos I need to watch. I just don't want to. But I'm like, I need to. So maybe this weekend, that's actually probably what I'll do. Like if I have time to just sit there and just watch videos to get those going. But we'll see. But I'm going to color for until I get this done. I have like 2 hours before I have to leave. Ugh, I don't want to go. But I'm going to get this. Possibly start the gouache. I don't know if we'll have time. Maybe not. And then, so we'll see. Because I have other things I got to do too before I can go. Because I have to get stuff prepared for tomorrow since I'm not here. In the morning I can't. Because I won't get home till like probably 10:30 tonight. And I gotta be back up at 4:45. And I have to let my phone charge when I come home. And I probably have to get some food ready. It's fine. It's one time. But still, I'm like, I'm just mad at myself. But it's okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna leave it there. So if we get any progress with the painting, I'll come back. If not, then we'll see what happens if I record this weekend or Monday at dinner. So it's Monday night. And I recorded nothing since Friday morning because I just did not have time. I was too busy. But Friday, I did not end up painting. I didn't touch any paints. I watched some videos and I actually worked on this. So this is my minis of my Core 4 people. So I got all the line art done. So the drawing of the line art was done on Friday. So I didn't touch it Saturday because I had to go to work. I came home. And then I had to clean some of the house, like the dishes and the kitchen. I had to sweep because my parents were on vacation and they were coming back, so I had to make sure everything was kind of like clean for them. So I did that. I also had to prepare myself food for yesterday and today. And then I got done with that. So then I was going to work on my journal, but one of my dogs was being a little attention whore. So I had to focus on him. So I was petting him. I was watching TV, so I got nothing done for that last like hour and a half. So all I was doing was petting my dog. I love him, but I'm like, bro. Sunday, I had to go to work, came home, made food, and then all I did was sit there and finish off the week of my journal. So I had like 4 pages I had to do. So I got those done. That's all I did. This morning, I lifted weights, made myself food, started coloring it. So all the color you see was from this morning. So obviously, even though it's simple, it still takes me a while. So I'm probably going to finish that probably tomorrow. I need it done by Thursday. It doesn't really matter when I get it done. So I'm also going to start painting again, probably tomorrow, among other things. But then I was watching some videos because it's like, it was political videos because I've never been into politics because I'm like, it's just a bunch of bullshit. But what's going on right now? And I was like, I need to be caught up to date. So I'm like, damn. Ugh. I'm not a politician. I don't want to be, but I'm like, what the hell is happening? So that's where I'm at. So I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. 100%. I know tomorrow I have to do weights again. So because I started like a new workout regimen. Because I paid to have a course because I never didn't want to, but it's like I'm not seeing improvement. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, I bit the bullet and I did it. But it means I also have access to a dietitian along with all their meals that they have. So I'm super excited because I was looking at it and I was like, this is actually really cool. So I gotta start planning out the meals and then I gotta do the workout for tomorrow because like I have no upper body strength is a problem. So like last week when I first started the workout, I was sore. It was so bad. Because like when I first did like the lower body workout is what they're calling it, I was sore for 2 days. Like me getting up and walking hurt. My arms hurt for 2 days. And then I do the lower body again sore for 2 days. And then I did the arms again, and I didn't really have any problems with the arms. So like even now, like I did glutes this morning and stuff, the lower body, feel completely fine. So I'm like, okay, maybe now I'm into it. So I was like, maybe that means that I was doing it properly or something. I don't know. So then I gotta do more tomorrow. So I gotta write down whatever exercises I gotta do. Sorry, it's 10:35. I'm just now recording, so I didn't do it this morning. I probably gotta post stuff tomorrow. Like I gotta post this tomorrow, among other things. Probably some drawing updates and whatnot for what's coming for this week, so people can be prepared. And just the general other things I have to do. Cause I'm thinking about starting another coloring page and just get that going on top of my shadows drawing. I was about to say writers, and I'm like, I'm not doing the writers right now. I'm like, writers is done for the time being until we hit the cycle. So I gotta do that. We'll see what else we get into, because I have 4 days off now because they took away my Friday, so they comped me a day. So now they're giving me the rest of the week off. So good luck to them tomorrow. Not my problem. That's where we're at. So I'm gonna leave it here. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you guys are interested in anything art-wise or just this, like just seeing what other people do with their lives, because there's a couple people I watch too. There's a few vloggers, so I'm like, I enjoy them. Like there's a couple people I watch religiously. If you're interested in this stuff and you want to see where this kind of goes, please follow so we can kind of go together, create a little community type of thing. But yeah, so all my art's pretty much just stuff I come up with. Like I have a bunch of characters and then just random things. But if you don't know, this is the painting I'm talking about that I'm currently in the process of working on, because I'm going to put gouache on there and then pencil. So we'll see if I get to that even tomorrow or how far I get. Hopefully I can get some gouache down, but we'll see. But that will be all. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.